Hello everybody and welcome back finally to the Lidosta Riga airport here in Riga, Latvia. Today we have a first update in a long time here. It's definitely been a while for this airport, so it's good to be back here. Some new developments to talk about here, and really only one, and that is that it is lease season here at Riga again. Basically that just means that airBaltic during the summer months, they lease as many aircraft they can get their paws on, and so then we get a whole bunch of cool weird aircraft flying into Riga that are operating for airBaltic but are not airBaltic aircraft. So this is the first example of that here, and we see this blank CRJ-900, which definitely did not used to be a Mesa Airlines CRJ-900 that I covered up with paper. This is a blank CRJ-900. It is operated by XFly, but operating for airBaltic, and this aircraft arrived in from Vilnius, and it will be heading out to Palanga. Although this lease looks like it was very short-lived, as it looks like it was already headed back to already ferried back to Tallinn, Estonia, which is where it is based, and presumably will not be flying for airBaltic anymore. But we'll see. This was a service last year. They had an XFly CRJ-900 that flew for airBaltic during the summer months, at least the later summer months. That was a thing, but this already looks like it is ferried back to Tallinn with no further scheduled flights for airBaltic. So that's very confusing, but we'll see if it comes back later on this summer. But this is only a 2-day thing, only on the 19th and the 20th. But yeah, this one arrived in from Vilnius, Lithuania. We're heading out to Palanga. So very interesting right there, but cool to see the CRJ-900 back in action at Riga. And now getting into the real airBaltic stuff here. Here's this A320-300 and the 100th A320 sticker. This one arrived in from Oslo, Norway. We'll be heading out to Istanbul in Turkey. So very nice right here. Good to get this actual aircraft, Alpha uniform, with the 100th A320 sticker on it. This was the 100th A320 that was produced. So that is very cool to see. Speaking of milestone A320 stuff, airBaltic is close to receiving their 50th A320. I believe they're either at 47 or 48 now, so they're getting pretty close to the big 50. So that should be coming in this summer, and that will be quite exciting. It will be painted in a special livery, and hopefully some model manufacturer will make that model so I can add it to the airBaltic collection. That one I will definitely order as soon as it is released, but we'll see if that one ends up getting made once the livery is revealed and all that fun stuff. So looking forward to that. But yeah, this aircraft arrived in from Oslo. We'll be heading out to Istanbul. Looking very nice right here. And now moving into the B gates here. We will begin in the back where we have the blank A320. This is operated by Heston Airlines. It arrived in from Gothenburg, and we'll be heading out to Lisbon, Portugal. Although it is operating, this is another airBaltic lease. This one, Heston Airlines A320. They are a Lithuanian-based airline that mostly do charter flights, but looks like airBaltic snatched up one of their A320s, and they are going to be leasing it here for the foreseeable future. So that one is another one to add to the list here. Of course, they got their Carpet Air A319s back again for the third summer in a row now. No Fokker 100s, of course. Those have been retired by Carpet Air, but the A319s are back. I've got the chance to find one of those last year, and they are back for this summer. So I guess those not going anywhere anytime soon, sticking around here with airBaltic. So quite interesting right there, but glad to see the Heston Airlines will be making an appearance here, operating, of course, airBaltic flights. Then our next aircraft right here is this Fokker 50 for airBaltic, and this one is currently getting loaded up. It will be heading out to Ostrava, and it arrived in from Helsinki, Finland. Ostrava is not a destination that I believe has made an appearance in the airport update before. I'm wondering if it might be a new one, or maybe it's just a summer seasonal for airBaltic here. Of course, they no longer operate the Fokker 50s, filling in for an A220 rather. But nice that this aircraft gets another appearance here in the airport updates here at Riga. Alright, and now into the other side of the B gates here, into some normalcy in terms of the aircraft that we normally see in these airport updates. I guess two of them are special liveries, so I guess how normal can you really get here at Riga? Our first aircraft is this airBaltic A320-300 in the Latvia 100th anniversary livery. This aircraft arrived in from Stockholm, Sweden. We're heading out to Barcelona. Next down here we have the Estonian flag livery, although it is filling in for the Lithuanian flag livery. Pretty much just swap those out to whatever's most realistic, but the actual aircraft was in the Lithuanian flag livery, which unfortunately there is not a model of in 1/400 scale. Hopefully someone can make that one, because I would, and I'll buy any airBaltic model in 1/400 scale, as clearly this airport demonstrates. This aircraft arrived in from Copenhagen. We'll be heading out to Rome, Italy. Finally, in the back there, we have this Ryanair 737-800. This has the split scimitars on it. It is filling in, however, for a 737 MAX 8. It arrived in from Malta. We'll be heading back out there. It is operated by Malta Air, which is Ryanair's Maltese subsidiary airline, which operates a few of their aircraft. They have some of their own in their own livery, but this Ryanair aircraft, painted in the Ryanair livery, it was operated by Malta Air on this service. So cool to see that Ryanair does operate that service from Riga to Malta. And looking very nice here, this trio of aircraft in the B gates, and now we do have one more taxiing aircraft before we get into only two in the C gates today. So more busy over here in the B than over in C, which is not how it normally goes, but nice to get a little mix up every once in a while, and that is what we have today. And right here we have this airBaltic A320-300 in the older livery. This one is taxiing out currently for Reykjavik Keflavik, which is a very cool destination that airBaltic serves from Riga. And it arrived in from Tallinn, Estonia, so very contrasting flight lengths there for this aircraft, coming in from Tallinn, which is one of the shortest flights out of Riga, and then going on to one of the longest ones all the way out to Iceland. So very cool right there, but wish the passengers on this aircraft well as they make their way out to Iceland. A very cool destination. Kind of wish I was joining them on that flight, honestly. And still here we see the inaccurate Turkish Airlines aircraft. Turkish Airlines, they operate the 737s to Riga, in this case being the 737 MAX 8. But here we see the A330-200, of course, making another appearance here. Unfortunately, the A330-200s have stopped, or the A330 in general for Turkish has stopped flying to Newark, so this aircraft is now inaccurate there, and now inaccurate, well, of course it's inaccurate here as well, so quite unfortunate development there. But yeah, this one arrived in from Istanbul, and it will be heading back out there on the turnaround today. And our final aircraft today is this Ryanair 737-800, once again filling in for a 737 MAX 8. That might be a model that we'll have to end up getting here, because we seem to be getting more and more of them at Riga, of course, as Ryanair increases their fleet of MAX 8s. You would expect to make more appearances here. This aircraft arrived in from Paphos, and you will be heading back out there today on the turnaround, and that is where this update will conclude. So thank you all for checking this one out. Yes, lease season is officially back here at Riga, so hopefully look forward to seeing some wacky aircraft coming up for the rest of the summer, probably. We'll see what ends up flying in here. So these summer updates should get quite interesting. But thank you all for checking out this Riga update. I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.